Thank you to both the Colombian and Swedish governments, the World Health Organization, UNICEF, and the Special Representative of the Secretary General on Ending Violence Against Children for bringing us all together today. The first ever ministerial conference on ending violence against children comes at a crucial time and, quite frankly, should not be required. But here we are. We are at a crossroads where the urgency to reassess and redefine our approach to protecting children has become increasingly evident. While the necessity has always been apparent, it is now time to translate that awareness into meaningful action. So we thank you all for your attention to this critical issue.
My husband and I recognize today's reality is marked by greater connectivity and advanced technology, which of course has many positives, but which also compels us to better understand how digital violence against children is manifesting itself in this age. And at the Archwell Foundation, we engage with young people, families, and experts worldwide, learning how every aspect of a child's life, from their livelihood to their physical and mental well-being, now operate within an online economy that has the power to both shape and misshape our connections.
While the online world can help develop strategies to protect children from violence, it also introduces new risks, such as from individuals who exploit gaps in outdated legal systems, which often don't account for today's digital realities. We know that supporting parents is essential in reducing digital violence against children. That's why earlier this year, we launched the Parents Network, a support network for families dealing with online harm. Through trauma-informed practices, we help parents come together to forge strong bonds, offering healing support through community with the ultimate goal of prioritizing safety at the source.
Parents from the Parents Network are sharing their personal stories about their families' experiences with you all this week. We hope their voices and message will reaffirm this room's commitment to taking a clear-eyed approach to the reality of violence targeting children in this digital age. The stories have helped us to understand that as we better equip parents and caregivers and work to establish norms around the use of and access to technology as they relate to preventing violence, we must also commit to establishing standards that prioritize children's safety.
Young people are calling for help. Families are desperately seeking support. They are urging us to leverage the resources in this room to confront the new reality our youth are facing. We look forward to the actions and outcomes of the discussions that will take place here in Colombia, and are grateful for the leadership, expertise, and testimonies that will come together in this room to address all forms of violence targeting the most vulnerable in our world.
Thank you again for your commitment to preventing violence against children, both offline and online. Together, we can harness this moment to drive lasting change.
Yes, did you hear that? That was Prince Harry and Meghan Markle call to end violence against children. It's time to turn awareness into action, declared Prince Harry at the Global Ministerial Conference on Ending Violence Against Children. The royals' passionate plea echoed across the conference hall, underlining the urgent need to translate the growing public consciousness on this critical issue into tangible, impactful steps. Prince Harry's clarion call challenged world leaders and policymakers to move beyond mere recognition of the problem and to instead spearhead concrete solutions that would safeguard the world's most vulnerable, its children. With a resolute voice, he emphasized that the time for talk had passed. Now was the moment for decisive action to end the scourge of violence plaguing young lives across the globe. Prince Harry, a prominent advocate for child welfare, played a vital role in the proceedings, using his platform to call for urgent action. Key themes discussed at the conference included the need for comprehensive child protection systems, the importance of trauma-informed care, and the crucial role of community-based interventions. Delegates from across the globe shared best practices and committed to strengthening their efforts to safeguard the world's most vulnerable citizens, our children. With a sense of urgency in his voice, he emphasized the critical need to move beyond merely acknowledging the problem and to instead prioritize tangible, collaborative efforts to address this harrowing issue. The time for talk has passed, he asserted, his words cutting through the air with a palpable intensity. Now is the moment for us to come together, to hold ourselves and each other accountable, and to put an end to the senseless violence that continues to plague the lives of children around the world. Prince Harry's impassioned call to action resonated throughout the hall, underscoring the grave importance of this global crisis and the imperative for swift and decisive action. Now that we have made significant strides in raising awareness around the critical issue of ending violence against children,